So, ladies and gentlemen, guess who's cooking right now? We are cooking. The football right now is over. The league season is over. But Barcelona, we are not finished. We are not finished. Warya. We are not. Barcelona are ready for next season. Bro, season is over. The league is in the bag. It's time to focus on next season. And Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen, have already made their first signing, and we are about to make another signing, and we might be making another signing before the transfer window even starts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get straight into all of it.
Yes, sir.
I saw Jose just come in, but he left. I think he'll be back. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of the Round Table, guys. I had to bring the show back, man, because right now, football is nice. Everyone is positive. The season is over, but we're still cooking. And the panel today, I had to bring the panel today, man. And listen, first of all, my guest, my co-host, man like Warya Kool-Aid. Warya.
Yes, sir.
How is it here right now, man? Talk to them.
Bro, I can't believe what I'm seeing, bro. Deco and Barcelona are moving serious. 80 million already on Anthony Gordon. The deal was done within 10 hours. We are no longer interested FC, monitoring FC, rumored FC. If we want you, we're gonna get you. That's how we're moving this summer, and I'm happy. Like, as we speaking, a transfer could be done. That's how serious Barcelona are moving. So I'm actually serious, and I'm actually excited for this summer, man. Let's go.
Bro, what is this? But listen, Jose, it's been a while, man. We haven't done this show, obviously, for a while, man. Busy times, but we had to bring it back. And we brought it back at the perfect time. Jose, we've just won the league. And we are already moving, bro. What is this? What is happening to our club right now, man? What is this?
Bro, I don't even know how to act. Right now. I don't know if I should be confident. I don't know if I'm like, bro, this is new look Barca. I mean, these vibes haven't been around in years. Like, where we could go out and on the back of a league title, go out and spend meaningful money, not be conservative. Bro, the Anthony Gordon, I still haven't had time to process the damn transfer. Like, how do I feel about this? Is he really going to come in and outproduce guys like Rashford? Is that transfer going to happen? There's a lot of questions, but bro, I will say this, man. There's so many positives to the fact that we're just dropping cash right now. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited,
bro.
Yes, sir.
Bro. This is the crazy thing, right? You guys know, right? I've been very critical of Deco, and people have been telling me, Omar, let's wait until we're in the one-to-one rule, right? When we're in the one-to-one rule, we can see when he has the financial freedom to go out and spend. Let's see what he does then. And I said, okay, cool, right? I'm okay to wait, right? I'll be patient and I'll wait, right? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Ever since we heard that La Liga approved the one-to-one rule, we got that approved last week. Already.
If he gets Julian, you can probably never say anything. Yeah. Honestly, Omar, like, if he gets Julian, you can never say anything ever again.
1 hour glazing session,
Yeah, probably, bro. Probably.
Oh yeah, I will have to, man. I will have to take the biggest L on YouTube, man, because I've been critical, and I said it. I said, guys, listen. I was on stream. I was literally on stream right now. I said, guys, if Deco gets me the signings, if he gets me Alvarez, if he gets me Gordon, which he already has, if he gets me, what's his name, Bernardo Silva, and fixes the defense, bro, it is over for Europe. Europe, you are finished. Because let me tell you something, bro. We were cooking last season with our attack. We were cooking with our attack the season before. But now that we have Gordon and Julian Alvarez, 2 players that have better potential than we already have now, and we go out and fix the defense, which has been costing us, bro. I'm telling you guys. Telling you all right now. Bro, nah, Europe, no, these guys are not ready. I'm telling you right now, they are not ready for what is coming to them next season.
And a lot of people, by the way, thought, like, when Barcelona signed Anthony Gordon, yeah, that's the summer done for Barcelona. They already spent most of the budget, And people actually couldn't believe, despite the report saying yesterday, like, Barcelona, regardless of Anthony Gordon, they're still going to go for a striker. They were saying, nah, they're just capping. And today, we're seeing Julian Alvarez, his already personal agreement is done. I'm seeing Barcelona already bid 90+ million plus add-ons. This is crazy. You know,
Bro.
Barcelona have budget for days. I'm actually wondering how much Lewandowski was earning because as soon as that guy left,
Bro, that's exactly
Now
what I was
400
gonna say.
400
Like,
grand.
bro, these
Yeah.
wages he was on. Good
Yeah.
Lord. And you know what? You know what's crazy about this? It has me thinking even crazier. Because imagine, I'm not saying we have to move on from him, but imagine a scenario where we let go of Lewa's wages and potentially Frankie de Jong's wages in the same calendar year, bro. I'm not saying Frankie should go, but he makes so much money.
I hear that. Don't get it twisted. I hear it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, imagine if we did, because those two are two of the top 5 highest earning players in one summer. Bro,
if this is what Lewa's unlocking, bro, you imagine the transfer window on the back of those two guys leaving? Again, I would thank you for your service, Frankie. It's been real, but bro, oh my goodness, this is the most exciting summer already since 2022 by far.
I think even Ter Stegen, leaving will help us a lot. And
Stegen.
a lot of people, a lot of people forgot that Ansu Fati finally leaving as well for Monaco. He was earning a lot of wages, even though I don't think the deal is done yet. But if he actually ended up leaving, I think his wages he earns a lot of money. So wages was the main issue for Barcelona. It was not only like selling players; that is about like how much they were earning. And Lewandowski is the testament to that, And we could be signing Bernardo Silva as well. So we are moving.
Which is a good sign.
We are moving. I like it.
I've said it before. I'm not against the Bernardo Silva. Listen, guys, a lot of people are like, oh, but Bernardo Silva is not the same player. Guys, you know why I'm okay with the Bernardo Silva signing? It's because Bernardo Silva, profile-wise, he's the closest thing to Pedri that we will have in this team to Pedri. Because let's be honest, right? Nobody does Pedri's job in this team. No one can do Pedri's job in this team. We have some players, guys like Dion can't do it. Gavi is not going to be, we can't do it. Firmin can't do it. Those guys can't do it. We don't really have a Pedri profile. And when we lose Pedri to injuries, which we usually do, you can always see the midfield is always different. You understand what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at this Bernardo Silva deal. I'm thinking, you know what it is? Imagine if you had the experience of a Bernardo Silva who has won everything, right? Was integral, right, in those wins, right? He was one of Pep's favorites, right? That's why he stayed until the end, right? This is a guy who's been doing it for a long time. He's a baller, one of my favorite players to watch. I remember, like, in his prime. I remember back in 2024, we were linked to him. We were linked to Bernardo Silva, and I remember I was like, yo, sign him. And I remember he looked like he was going to come because he was, like, there was a lot of talk that he wanted to leave. He looked like he wanted a change of scenery, but Pep was the one that kind of convinced him to stick around. I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, he's 32 now? Okay, so he's past his years. But one thing about him is experience, leadership. One thing I've always said this team lacks is the experience. We have a lot of youngsters who haven't really won everything, who haven't won the champion. They don't know the pressures of the big moments, right? And guys like Bernardo Silva, he's been in a locker room of winners. So he's got that experience. So he can come in and he can tell that. And a lot of the players will listen to it because they will know, okay, this guy's Bernardo Silva. This guy's already done it in the big moments.
And Lewandowski left as well, Omar, who had a lot of experience. So we needed, a bit of an unk, in the dressing room who could just show, what it takes. Because, like you said, this guy was in one of the most, craziest, league battles with Liverpool, prime Liverpool, back going head to head. He won the treble with the Manchester City as well. He knows what it takes to win a league title, And on top of that, he knows what it takes to win the Champions League. We don't even have Champions League winners like that on the squad. So I really, really think that Barcelona, with this approach, they just kind of focusing on the Champions League as well for Bernardo Silva, because I think we already have enough quality. We showed it for the last 2 seasons, to win La Liga multiple times. But I think also, like you said, he's amazing backup for Pedri. And we saw what happened when Frankie de Jong, Pedri got injured. We didn't have enough, quality, given the fact that Gavi and Bernardo was injured as well most of the time. So this will be an amazing, good depth for Barcelona in the midfield. And I think Casado might leave. That's why I think he's going to come. So I think Casado might be leaving. Yeah.
Now here's the key thing, though. Here's the key thing with the Bernardo thing, because I don't want to be super negative, but what I will say is, bro, it gives me his change in position for City this past season, the second half of the season, super crucial to me feeling good about this move. Because, bro, I still have the Gundo move in my head, and it's not like Gundo was a bad player, right? But he was past his prime. He got here a true veteran amongst a number of just kids, bro. Like Lewa, they needed so much help getting this team's act right, but he just also could not play Hansi Flick ball. He couldn't. Like, he's not physically, like, he wasn't pacey enough, couldn't high press enough. There was enough about his game where I'm like, in another world, Gundo would have worked out for Barca 1,000%. This is just not the version of our club that works well for where he is in his career. I think I was on that vibe with Bernardo, but I think what changed my mind was the second half. If anybody watched City in the Premier League compete with Arsenal for the title, it was his change in position, moving to the middle of the field, not being so reliant upon his quickness, more about his intelligence, his ability to move the ball. It makes me feel like he can do the job, but we'll see how much is physically demanded of him.
And he's a crazy presser, by the way. Like when you watch I think he's the one that has the most runs for Manchester City, and he barely gets injured. You know, he barely.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get that injury, gene when he joins Barcelona. But
hopefully not.
For 10 years when he was playing for City, he barely even missed games. That's how crucial this guy has been for City.
Yeah, he was a very reliable player. That's true.
Exactly.
But Brenner used to get injured a lot. People forget. You remember what, guys? Do you guys remember? Was it in the 2018-2019 season when De Bruyne was injured the whole season and Bernardo Silva was carrying them? People forget that Bernardo Silva was their best player.
That's crazy.
And that's where I started to really see, that's why I really started to rate Bernardo Silva because De Bruyne was injured for most of the season and they went head-to-head against Liverpool until the final day where they won 9-1, and he was a big part of that. He was cooking. Like you guys mentioned, this guy when he started his career, he was playing as a winger. People forget. Bernardo Silva started as a winger, then he plays as 10, then he plays as an 8. This guy is so good. He's such a natural footballer that you can play him anywhere and he can just do the job. You understand what I mean?
Bro, Omar, you know what the coolest part about this move is that nobody's talking about, bro? I've seen so much crying on the timeline already. Atleti fans are in shambles, bro. I absolutely love this. They thought knocking Barca out of the Champions League was enough to change how much pull they have. Bro, they're crying because Bernardo's already basically chosen us.
Yeah.
I'm here, bro. I'm here for everything.
Bro, they already had an offer ready for him, and he had to post and say, you know what, Barcelona, come for me, please. I don't want to join the Harabo team. I think there's levels to this. Even Alvarez, PSG can actually afford him, but he doesn't even want to join any other club. Arsenal, PSG, you can say they had a better season than us. Let's be honest, but he doesn't even want to join them because Barcelona is Barcelona. He's been dreaming of joining Barcelona. It's just a food chain. There's levels to this, unfortunately, and Barcelona have that pull. Hopefully he joins Barcelona.
I love it, bro.
They're angry about Alvarez leaving as well.
Bro, I'm here for the tears. They can't even spend a lot of money.
This woman right here, you see this woman here? She's an Atleti fan. She's been in my timeline this whole season. Let me tell you something, Chelsea. If we sign him, you are finished. I'm cooking you. I'm bringing you on stream and I'm cooking you on live stream. Okay? You thought, this one. But listen, Jonas, I saw you, man. Listen, I saw you were doing a video today talking about the Gordon deal. Obviously, talking about Alvarez. Listen, Younis, we talked about this. You and I were on stream together. We were saying, listen, we need to cook in the summer. We need signings. Brother, look at how our club is moving right now, man. Big club moving like big things. And he's got the shades on, so you know what time it is.
Let's go,
Younis,
man.
Talk to them, Younis. Come on. Don't let me down.
Hey, listen, bro. I want to say first and foremost, big up everybody, right? But I have to say this, right? Yo, Deco. I ain't ever gonna say a bad word ever again. Deco, I thought you was a bum. You are not a bum. Deco with money is wearing designer. Deco with money is different. He's dripped out. Deco with money got me dreaming. How the hell do we get Gordon? Here we go in 24 hours. Not even 20. It was like 6 hours. And then the next day, we get Julian Alvarez. We're going to submit the bid. Come on now. This is crazy. This guy Deco has got me moving different, right? Like, this is crazy. I'm very happy. I said I was one of the few Barcelona fans that was saying left wing is a big priority. I still think it is. I think we shouldn't bring Rashford, by the way. There's more rumors coming out that's Bernardo or going to be Rashford for the wages. I thought we needed a winger. I thought we need somebody else. I like Gordon. I love Julian Alvarez. Broski, I can't even see with these. But, bro, I'm very happy. I can't lie. I have no complaints today, at least. No complaints.
Yeah, bro. I love that.
Now you're cooking, man. Deco changed our lives.
That's so a crazy statement.
I said it. Listen, I said it before, man. When I say the things I say, not here trying to be this guy who's saying I'm always correct. I don't like to be correct. See, when I call out the club, I want the club to prove me wrong so that I can sit here, take my L, and celebrate with everyone while everyone cooks me in the chat. I have no problem with that. You see, when the Gordon thing came out, you guys saw my video. I wasn't happy. It wasn't because I wasn't happy with the deal. I feel like people lost the point of why I was not happy. I was more unhappy with the amount we were spending. But then later, because I made the video. So this is the thing. When I recorded the video, I recorded it right after Fabrizio Romano tweeted it. Right? Because I usually wait for Fabrizio to come tweet something so I can be like, okay, cool. Right? So even the Alvarez thing, that's what I did. When I listened to the Fabrizio news and he came out and said we're spending 70 million plus a 10 million add-on, I was like, wait, we're paying 70 million for Gordon. It's crazy. You understand what I mean? And then I stayed where I said, and then I recorded it and I scheduled it to come out today, right? Because yesterday was Eid and I was spending time with my family. So I was like, cool. I recorded this morning. And then later on when it came out, that's when the Alvarez thing kind of started popping up when that video came out. So everyone was like, oh, Omar, you're being negative, this and this and this. I was like, okay, cool. Let me read into this more. And when I read into it, I was like, oh, shit, we're not actually paying the whole 70 million. We're actually paying in installments. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So that means we're not crazy, spending crazy yet.
Klarna, bro. We're using Klarna.
Yeah, so
bro, but Omar, here's the ripple effect too. Here's where it gets cheaper, right? Here's where the deal gets cheaper. Keep in mind, Newcastle's probably going to replace Gordon with who? With Abde, right?
Abde.
We're going to make money on that deal. And then who's Betty's going to replace Abde with?
Virgili.
There it is. And we're going to get money on that deal too, bro. So like this deal just becomes, bro, Deco's moving like Alemani and it's insane to me, bro. Like I literally
he's
can't
moving
deal with
crazy
it,
at Alemani right now. I can't even lie.
Those are the vibes. I'm getting like
was a
smart
movie like
finance vibes, bro. I don't know how to act.
Bro, Alemani, he looks like they switch because Alemani now he only obsessed with what you say, making including Ferran Torres into this deal and wanting Casado, bro. Like that's the only rumors that I'm seeing.
That dude hates Ferran, by the way. He hates Ferran. He tried to get him to Villa, bro. He tried to ship him off to the middle of nowhere, England, bro. He absolutely hates Ferran.
But he's the one that got him for Barca, though.
No, he's obsessed with him. He loves Ferran. That's what it is. He loves Ferran. He wants to take him everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Bro, I said before that I would genuinely give Atletico. I would give them Alvarez plus Arnamir. I don't even care because I'm so sick of
We'll give Rapam. Put him in the box.
Like, you know what? Just add him in the deal and let's sell him. You feel me, right?
But then we have to sign another striker, though, Omar.
That's the only thing. You have to sign another striker.
Yeah, then we have to sign another striker.
That would be the downside of it. I do agree.
Unless we promote that Egyptian kid who's come up. We haven't seen too much, but like I like enough of what I see that I feel like Flick will give him a chance next season.
I mean,
he's gonna have to show himself for the preseason. But go ahead.
Yeah, he has to cook in preseason. I mean, I was gonna say like if we sell Ferran or like include Ferran in the deal for Alvarez, I think we should low-key get Mariki because like Mariki's so different to like what we have. Because hear me out. You have Gordon.
No. I'm listening.
I'm just saying because like at this point, if you got Gordon, Alvarez, Rafinha, Yamal, like Fermi Lopez, all these brothers, right, who could play an attack, right? Even if like Virgili stays, you guys said he's gonna go. My point is that all these guys are like fluid footballers. It's nice, right? But Mariki is like a brute. Like he's like 6'3". You know what I'm saying? Could just stay in there whenever we messed up for whatever reason we got cooked, and then we got a remontada. You know what I'm saying? It's 2-2, last minute goal again, and like at the Anoeta or something like that. You know what I mean?
Like Luke de Jong used to, right?
Yeah, bro.
Take me back to Luke de Jong days, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, that's the thing, isn't it? Because I'm looking at that's why when you mentioned Moriki, I was like, you know what? Because when you think about it, right? What's his name? Alvarez is a different kind of striker, right? So he's not the kind of striker that, like you mentioned, you're not going to be able to lump the ball at him all the time. Like he's a different kind of striker, right? As far as like link up is concerned. Moriki is the number 9. He's like Solo. He's not Solo. He's better than Solo. You understand what I mean, right? He is so good. Like he is an old-fashioned striker. He's an old-fashioned striker, and sometimes you need that. Like when Real Madrid won the Champions League, they had Joselu. Joselu wasn't a big name, but guess what, bro? Joselu was a traditional number 9. So anytime you were struggling, just put him in the box and just throw the box ball at him.
I'm just
but
saying,
he can't start though.
No, Mariki
but
can't
before
start.
You guys continue,
like not at all, bro. Like
let me introduce Leo. Yeah, look up to you, Leo, right? Leo,
Big up Leo,
you got
man.
the
Big
shades
up
on
Leo,
too.
man.
The winning shades. I'm here. I see the
Yes,
shades.
sir.
Everybody got the shades on. Listen, man.
I was gonna say real quick
What's
with
going on?
Muriqi, bro. I mean, keep in mind, guys, he's playing 20 minutes a game tops, bro. Like if he
Yeah,
were to
yeah.
come in, and the biggest reason why is not because it's Muriqi, even though that sounds weird, Muriqui de Barca. It's more like it's the opposite of why Gordon probably will work. And I guarantee you, Gordon got signed because of his pressing ability, not his finishing ability. You know, like I
Exactly.
think
Yeah.
Flick wants that, right? So like I haven't seen a lot of Mallorca. I'll be so for real unless we're playing them, but I don't know if Muriqui's this crazy high presser. I have to see it. I have to see it.
No, I agree.
This season, Jose,
45, I think. No?
goes this season for club that got relegated.
And Mallorca still almost got relegated. Like
Listen,
I agree, bro. I agree. The team's not good.
They got relegated, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So like I see it, I hear it. 25 goals, a random one-off season. That's cool, bro. It's like someone who gets it's like James Rodriguez getting World Cup hype and getting signed to Real Madrid. I see it, I appreciate it, but bro,
He's a La Liga veteran, to be honest.
He's not going to be a high-profile signing, though. That's the thing, isn't it, Jose? Because he's just going to be like because here's another thing, like I mentioned, Mallorca got relegated. So at the end of the day, Muriqi is going to jump at the chance to return back to La Liga. Not to return back to La Liga.
I heard.
Bro, this is Barca. Every player is a high-profile signing,
for
bro.
all trophies.
Every one of them.
Right? I think that when it comes down to it, Muriqi will be open to the move. But also, I think Muriqi will also understand, dude, I'm not coming to Barcelona to start. Respectfully, he knows, dude, levels-wise, he's not a level of Barca. He will just be happy to come in and be that Luke de Jong kind of player. Listen,
But we need him.
Barcelona stature.
Omar, we need him because let's be honest, Alvarez and Ferran Torres, when we face, let's say, a team like Arsenal or even prime Atletico Madrid, you know, camping inside the box, Alvarez, you know, I think, you know, he can make something work, you know, outside of the box, you know, crazy shot, but it's kind of hard to break those teams down. And someone like Muriqi, you know, we can actually need him when, like, the last 10 minutes when we're chasing a goal. So I think Alvarez, that's the only doubt I have. Like, when we're facing a crazy low block, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, you know, prime Getafe, you know, what can he do? Can he improvise? That I don't watch Atletico Madrid week in and week out to know what he does when he faces low block. So I'm actually, that's the only doubt that I have for Julian Alvarez. So Muriqi,
he definitely can. He definitely can. Julian Alvarez has been the star player for Atletico Madrid. He's been their difference maker, man. I've seen multiple games where Atletico, because we know Atletico, come on, they don't play no attractive football. They don't have a player like Lamine Yamal, so they have to rely on Julian Alvarez, and he's definitely capable of being creative enough to find a solution when other players can't find a solution. So I'm very confident Julian's going to come in and absolutely cook. But can we take a moment to look at Younis' face right now? He looks absolutely happy. He looks absolutely excited. I remember a couple months ago, Younis FaceTime me. He was like, bro, Deco out, Araujo out. He was depressed. He was sad. And I'm like, bro, chill. Relax. We're gonna get over the line, and now look at us, bro.
So what you're saying is, Giannis, we need the apology video ASAP, bro. Go ahead and spin that shit out. We'll
Hey, listen,
I'll look out for it.
Look, guys, I promise you all, if he signs these players that we've been linked to, and if it gets me like maybe like 2 or 3 defenders in the summer transfer window, guys, I'm making a full ass team apologizing to him, bro, for everything. I'm going to remember everything I said, and I'm going to apologize for every single one of them. That's crazy. Listen, I'm a man of my word. I said, dude, I'll take back everything I said on Deco because people told me to wait for him for us to get to the 1-to-1 rule. Like people said I should wait. I was like, okay, cool. This season, when La Liga approved, I was like, okay, cool. This is season now. I'm going to see whether you guys were correct or I was. Right now, so far, Deco is kind of swaying me on his side. So I'm like,
What are the chances that we're getting a bunch of smoke and in a couple of months' time we'll be like, yo, Deco, get out of our club?
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm choosing to be positive though.
No, big up to Rex for the super chat. He says, "Sup, Omar, the real ones know how's life with Deco." Yeah, listen, man, it's beautiful. But I'll tell you this right now, guys. Right? For me, honestly, what really makes me happy the most is the activity. Because usually when you hear things, you think, okay, man, you know, links. You can be linked to anyone, bro. I don't want to be linked. I want to hear action. I want to hear, okay, my club is moving. You understand what I mean, right? And that's the beauty of this. When, like you mentioned this, Younis, and I had to bring it up. You mentioned the fact that when we signed Gordon, the talk was, oh, Gordon is not the main striker. He's not the main guy. He's just the guy that we're signing for now until we get the player that we want. I'm sorry, no, we're signing him as maybe as another attacking outlet. When I heard that, I thought, no, that can't be true because we just spent 80 million on him. How are we going to spend money on Alvarez too? How are we going to do that? The fact that we signed this guy and then the next day we made another bill, I was like, what? Yo!
Crazy.
Because dude, they talk the talk, they walk the walk. I like
can I say something? Omar, I want to say this though about the Gordon deal. I like it, bro. I like the deal. I feel like a lot of people are like kicking it, but like, bro, he actually really fits our system. Like he genuinely fits. Like it's a really good fit. Like I'm telling you, Hansi Flick, I could see what he's trying to build. He's trying to build a pressing monster team. He wants no holes. And it makes sense, bro, because as much as we need center backs and right backs, bro, our defense, the way we play, it starts from the front. And if you have Alvarez and Rafinha and Fermi Lopez and Gordon, broski, all these brothers got 3 lungs.
My days.
Like, I'm just saying, I hear it. Like, I see what Hansi Flick's trying to do. And I think defensively, it's an A+ player. And then offensively, I think he's actually underrated. I don't know why. People are looking at the goals this season. Cool. But I'm going to say this, right? Bro, his GA, 22 GA, he'll get 30 with Barca. Like, he'll at worst 28. Like, that's at worst if he gets the game time. And the thing is also with Gordon is that I watched him at Everton, right? I actually will probably watch more consistently at Everton when he was at Newcastle, right? This guy used to be a number 10. This guy, he actually has a higher IQ than Rashford, and this is why I think he's gonna cook, bro. Like, yes, he's not Kvara, he's not the craziest dribbler ever, but he's a decent dribbler, and I just think he's gonna do good. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of Barca fans.
Bro,
I think
Cook, bro. That was good. That was really good. I love that.
Cook.
No.
Cook.
So that's a true statement because Gordon, I remember him at Everton too, right? And I thought he was a good player too. I was like, you know what, this kid is good. I remember, I think Chelsea tried to sign him and they didn't work out.
Yeah, Chelsea wanted him,
and then he went to Newcastle. Liverpool were desperate to sign him. And also, another key thing is, the reason why I'm not even against like this deal is the fact that this guy still had suitors. Bayern Munich, that's why Bayern Munich have been talking like this last few weeks, dude, because they wanted Gordon too. They wanted Gordon. Liverpool wanted Gordon. And we just came in and just swooped him out of their hands.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what it is? Smart. And also, like you mentioned, I do agree. Gordon is way smarter in my eyes than Rashford. And here's another thing, right? Gordon, when he last season, I think he actually scored. I think he scored a few amount of goals more than he did. He was better last season than this season. But one thing about Gordon is this, right? We know the guy can turn up. If you guys remember in the Champions League,
in big games,
he scored 4 against Karabakh in the round of 32. Right? He was the one that carried them to the round of 16 against us. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He scored 4. He's got that in him. He's got that like that killer in him when you give him an opportunity. I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, if Ferran Torres could put almost 20 goals in this team, if Rashford could have put almost 20 goals, a guy like Gordon, if he works in the system, bro, to have Rafinha's goals, Gordon's goals, Julian Alvarez's goals if he signs, and Yamal's goals.
Bro, people also don't mention the fact that he's a good crosser. He also ball striking. He has it. He takes out. If you actually watch his games or the clips that I don't watch him week in a week, I'm not gonna pretend. But the amount of shots he takes outside of the box is absolutely crazy. And I think what you say, his IQ is way better than Rashford, like I said. And a lot of people focus on the GAs and everything, but bro, it's Hansi Flick system. You can easily double amount the GAs you had. Like, look at Bayern, Gnabry, Perisic, like every attacker.
Yes.
Rafinha, if you look at Rafinha numbers when he joined Leeds, and even the first 2 seasons at Barcelona, day and night. So I don't think people should like focus on the GAs. He will easily cook under Hansi Flick, and I'm actually excited. This is the perfect. This is like a white Rafinha. Generally, this is
low key.
Bro, and he has big moments in him as well.
From Leeds, he
was. Wait, can I say something?
Numbers as good he was. If people forget, he wasn't.
I'm gonna say a hot take.
Mad at Leeds though. When he came
Omar, I'm gonna say a hot take. All right, listen. People are saying Gordon is better than Rashford. In my opinion, that's obvious. In my opinion, right? Against low blocks, I low key think he's gonna perform better than even Rafinha against low blocks. because Rafinha against low blocks, he kind of picks and chooses moments, more of an off-ball player. I think Gordon, I generally could see it, bro. I think low blocks, he should help us out at least. Like, there's no reason for why he can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I think he's Younis. I think he's
By the way,
like
guys,
limited.
before we continue,
Like
let me
Rafinha.
just say something quick.
I think it depends the kind of game.
240 people in here, guys. You guys are absolutely incredible, man. We already got 240 people in here, guys. We should already be on 100 likes already, guys. Smash the like button. And guys, subscribe to all the guys in here. I'm going to put Leo's link on the description. But all the other guys, their link to their channels is in the description. Make sure you guys go subscribe to all of them, guys. Listen, you're going to be getting content during the World Cup too, guys, okay? You're going to be getting World Cup content, Barca content, any news, guys, right now, okay? So make sure you guys subscribe to all of these guys because we're all cooking during the summer, man. But guys, continue.
Bro,
Okay.
White Rafa is crazy, by the way. I'm gonna say that. that
Can we talk
again.
about the initials of our attack, bro? GAY. That's a crazy initial, right
Bro,
there,
why
man.
are we bringing that up, Leo? What?
Bro, I just saw in the comments. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
crazy.
I'll tell you
Well,
what, though, and again, for anybody who's saying GA is everything with Gordon, the last thing I'll say on that point was just that Julian in the La Liga season had 12
you're right,
GA,
you're right.
bro. He had 12 GA, and everyone knows how valuable he is. So, yeah, bro, GA is not everything. You watch football with your
I
eyes.
mean, I think we should be. I think one thing we'll definitely take away is the fact that all these attackers that we're not going to be fully relying on one guy to score the goal for us, bro. We have multiple goals.
Yes.
For everyone's going to be involved. Kylian Mbappe can win the Pichichi all he wants. We don't care as long as at the end of the season we're winning the La Liga. That's what matters. Kylian Mbappe can keep on winning that. I don't really care. But everyone's going to score. Everyone's going to have fun. Everyone's going to be involved. That's the great thing about this, bro. That's what I love so much.
And you know what? That's actually more scary than something like Mbappe. Being the main scorer. Like look at PSG. Like every league attacker has like 10 plus goals, something like that. The same thing Barcelona actually did this season as well, because Lewandowski was not firing, Ferran Torres was inconsistent, so Fermin Lopez stepped up, almost scored 10 plus, Rafinha, so it was more spread out. So that's way more scary in my opinion than having a one man like scoring the all goals. So I'm kind of actually interested to see how if every attacker gets 15 plus goals, it will scary. You get scary.
Wait, that's what we were talking about. You remember during the season when we're looking at Real Madrid, we're saying they're so over reliant on Mbappe on goals because he scores and everybody just puts like barely any numbers while he's putting all the numbers. And it was like, oh, he's carrying the team. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't work because the system works for him. Like the difference is with Barca, our system works for everyone. Rafinha gets goals, Yamal gets goals, Ferran Torres was getting goals, Lewandowski was getting goals, Fermin Lopez in the midfield was getting goals, almost getting goals, everybody's getting goals. And I'm like, I love that. So when you put good attackers in this system where everybody gets to eat, it's done, dude. It's scary. It's a scary proposition, bro. Look, I've seen people say, "Oh, Omar, Barcelona, Flick doesn't want to focus on the defense. He just wants to go mad. He just wants to go all out attacking, goal guns blazing.
What about Omar?
Outscore every team that he plays against." I'm like,
Omar,
okay,
I would
cool,
have to
that's
say-
fine. But the problem is, you're not going to be able to do that against all the bigger teams that have as good quality as we do. Like the PSGs of the world who have the same quality similar to ours. Like Bayern Munich who have the same quality similar to ours. We have teams that have the similar quality to ours. In those kinds of games, you need a defense just as much as you need to attack.
Yeah.
You remember in the PSG game against Bayern Munich, that's what edged them to win the game. It's the fact that in that second leg, their defense turned up. So that first leg, their defense was getting cooked. Their game ended 5-4 because their defense was asleep. They considered 4. And guess what? The second leg, they took the lead, and then the defense, Pacho and Marquinhos, were on lock. And that's why
And the
they
lack
won
of depth
that
on the attack from Bayern as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like,
but-
bro, I need the defense to be fixed too, because bro, we're gonna have those kind of games too if we're gonna win the Champions League.
Yeah, but
We're gonna have
Omar,
those games where the
I would-
defense is gonna
I would
have
say,
to-
listen, Omar, I agree. We do. I still think we do need a center back. I think we need a right back. I think we need to renew Cancelo. But I do think the defense got better if we get Alvarez and Gordon, because Gordon is going to press a lot, and then Alvarez is like a pressing monster. Dude, these like two of like the top 10 best off-ball players like on defense in Europe, like that you're adding to your team. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think just by that, Barcelona's pressing being more efficient is going to help us score more goals on opponents' mistakes, right? And we're going to be exposed less. Like, we're just going to be exposed less. Cabarsi and Martin, like, backtracking, Bode getting cooked. But also, I have a question. Whenever Bode and, like, Koundé is getting cooked, as much as, like, I cooked them, right? But we also need to, kind of criticize the attackers, because how the hell is it a 3v1, a 4v1? Like that should have happened, right? And with Alvarez, with Gordon, I think it would happen a lot less. So I think these signings also improve their defense massively, bro.
You think it's possible that we'll get Julian over the line before the World Cup? Because I feel like if it's going to be tough even after the World Cup.
I think we can.
I think after the World Cup, it's going to be more difficult.
The way Alvarez is moving right now, because Alvarez he's the one that's like, it's not like we're just signing. He's actually coming out, being actively coming out and saying, yo, I want to leave. I want to join Barca. Like, he's made it very clear he doesn't want to stay, right? That's why I feel like the deal has intensified now, because we've spoken to his agent. We've agreed personal terms with him. So we already know he wants to leave. He's already told us he wants to join us, right? Atletico Madrid is just trying to move like haters here, but they can't. They can't. At the end of the day, I feel like, can we sign him 100%? I think that it depends on how we also approach it. Because like you just mentioned, we don't know what Deco is going to do. Deco might just decide, okay, like you just mentioned, Younis, right? When you talk about Morici, he might look at Morici and think, that's a guy we can sign realistically, right? We could give them Ferran. We could add Ferran Torres in this deal, bring in Julian Alvarez, and then sign Morici for like 20-25 million. Because let's be real, it's a relegated club. That's another important thing. It's a relegated club. They are not in a position where they can ask for crazy amounts of money, because Morici is going to run at the opportunity to lead tonight.
I just don't think we sign him. I don't think Ferran leaves. That's the biggest thing. I don't think so. I don't see he's going to go. So I think you have Julian and Ferran up top. I think on the left you have Gordon and Rafinha, and on the right you have Yamal and either Rashford or Bernardo. And that's your six up front attackers.
I don't think Rashford's going to stay, man.
I don't think so either. But I think if we don't get Bernardo, I don't know how many other realistic and cost-effective options you have.
By the way, we should absolutely be all over Bernardo, which we are, right? And hopefully just accepts the pay cut and comes to here, because the thing is that with Bernardo, that's like, people think Bernardo is finished. No. Dude, like guys like Reinders at like City couldn't really get into the team at the end. Pep was opting for Bernardo Silva, bro, in these big games when City went on that run. And Bernardo, I still believe he's got 1 to 2 good years in him. I genuinely believe that. And the difference between him and Gundogan, the transfer, right? Gundogan, unfortunately, we got so many injuries, and he kind of got burnt out. Like, you know what I mean? But Bernardo is going to take a back seat to Pedri, Frankie, Gavi's coming. Bernal, he doesn't have to start. He doesn't have to play 50 games. Dude, Bernardo Silva's coming to Barcelona to play 35 games, 30 to 35 games. And I think it's a really good move. Apparently, he should be on low wages. And I think, to be honest, we don't need Rashford, bro. I don't think Rashford's really willing to deduct his wages all the way, man. I know he did 15%.
He better now. He better now. Anthony Gordon is now here. He better if he wants to stay.
Exactly. Now the Gordon is signed. I'm really looking at this deal now. Whatever, man. I'm a very
exactly. Yeah. Because nowadays, because I expected Rashford to stay if we were not going to sign a striker. But now that we're actually going for Alvarez, it kind of makes no sense to keep Rashford, because we have Anthony Gordon and we have Rafinha on the left. I don't see how Rashford is even. And by the way, when you see this pressing stats, I think the only reason Hansi Flick didn't even want him because is how terrible his work rate is, bro. The guy is ranked 115 or something like that as an attacker. A guy who's supposed to be proving himself for a contract, playing for a contract. This is how he's pressing. Anthony Gordon is out running like he's on 1K a week. That's the difference in hunger,
bro. Just don't even look at Gordon, bro. But look at Cancelo. This guy is playing for a contract. Exactly. This guy is playing for his life.
Exactly.
Let's be honest, bro. Like his you know what I'm saying? This contract might be the difference between, you know what I'm saying, another generation working and not. Right? He working hard. But then you got a man like Rashford. I don't know. I just don't see the hunger in Rashford's game defensively. I think we should move on. Like, I just don't like it. The wages are $270K. Dude, guys, I have a question. But how much more is he going to drop the wages, like, for it to be worth it for Barcelona? What, like 100K? He's not going to do that.
Bro, you saw it, right? You saw it?
Hold up.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it as well.
I just saw it.
Oh, my God, bro. There's no shot. There's no shot, bro. If we're moving like this summer, there's no way.
What's going
on? Hold up.
I'm pulling this up. One moment.
God, bro.
Where is it?
That's a bomba.
Messi back to Barca?
Bro.
What?
Yo.
Bro. There's no shot we get Silva and Gavardiol in the same summer off City. I would be shocked. I would be shocked, bro. I would actually be. I'd be floored.
Guardiola.
Brother.
Konate's free, right?
Deco, calm down, Deco. Deco, calm down, bro. What is going, bro? Why are you hyping me up like this, man? What's going on? This guy's pointing me right now.
You're crazy.
Nah, this is too much, bro. I can't believe it, bro.
I don't believe this.
He said we are working. We are working, guys. Oh my God.
Well, hold up. Is Guardiola, is that a good source? No way that's true, bro.
No,
Yeah.
Barca Times. That's Barca Times, dude. That's a
I
reliable
know, but like still, bro. Like that's
Bro,
It's just
You're
hard to
legit,
believe. It's just
so
hard to
legit,
believe.
bro.
It's a rumor. Listen, it's a rumor, and also it's a rumor. It's not confirmed yet that we are working on a deal.
No
but
way.
basically, they're saying that that we are on the basically not in direct talks, but it seems like it's in the works, and that's what you want to hear, bro. Oh my God,
Well,
dude!
Yeah, but a lot of teams will be
Bro.
in for it, bro. I look. We have
No,
Poole
listen,
above
okay,
almost
listen,
anybody
this might
else.
not
But
be real, but my God,
yeah,
if we get
yeah,
this done.
absolute baller.
I
But
think
again,
it's real because like someone from Croatia actually sent me a message like this was already happening in Croatia, like the news report.
How
They
much-
they said
how
this
much do you think
earlier
it
on
cost?
today,
How much do you think he costs?
and it happened. I think it's got 50 million.
Yeah, good amount. Good amount.
Whoa, 50 mil only for Guardiola.
I think it's injury prone, bro. I think it's injury prone.
But Konate is leaving Liverpool at the end of the
But
season,
wait,
bro.
wait,
I
you're
don't know,
forgetting.
man.
Wait, you're forgetting. This guy, he only got an injury last season, dude. That ACL injury he just suffered the last season.
I think
You
he usually gets injured like for 10, 15 games a season. That's how I think he is kind of. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of wrong here, but I think the guy used to get injured most of the time. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong.
Guardiola,
I-
You guys like Konate or no?
Konate wouldn't fit at Barca. I'll be real.
Honestly, I don't like Konate. I don't like Konate.
No, Konate is like, I'll be real. He's like Araujo. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? You already have Araujo.
I can't really. I've seen. I swear, every time I see Liverpool players, I swear I see Konate get a yellow card, bro. I don't know. He's gonna
Maybe
he's
this
gonna
season,
suck
bro.
for me.
He's
This
had
season, yeah.
past seasons where I'm not like I was never shitting on Konate. Like I don't think he's like a world class defender, but bro, free is free, and I think that he is better than some of our center backs now.
To be
Wait, who are
honest,
we talking about? Who are you talking about?
Konate at Liverpool. He's leaving at the end of the season.
Yeah, I saw that he's leaving. Apparently the deal contract that they offered broke down. I'm a very honest man. I'm sorry, man. I don't want. I'm not interested. I'll tell you why. Because, bro, after the stress this defense has given me, I am not interested in bringing any defenders that's going to potentially give me more.
A lot of that gets fixed with the press, though. A lot of that gets fixed, right? You bring in
No,
Gordon.
but I've watched some games. I'm sorry, Jose. I've watched some games. I've seen some of his Brozo moments. It's too similar to Arao and these guys.
Yeah, I mean, especially
know,
the
bro.
last 2 seasons, I think he fell off. But I really liked Konate before, bro. Like I don't know. I think he's actually still a good defender for free. I think I'll take him.
but things that
this might
he's
be
so
crazy.
similar. He's
It's
so
like
similar
it's
to
like
Araujo.
I agree, but it's like other clubs out there saying, "Hey, no, I wouldn't take Jules Koundé even if he was free because he looked like he was shit at Barca." When we all know he's a good player. Like at the end of the day, this is it's recency bias is
I'll
undefeated,
take-
bro.
hey,
But
hey.
look at the whole time, the whole tenure at the club.
Even at Leipzig, he was cooking, and he still start for France, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Jose, I'll take if it's Konate on a free, I'll still take it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'll take it honestly. Like I think I keep saying this. Like people ask me which center back do I want. I mean, to be honest, the center back I don't really have a preference. I want at least one more center back that's just reliable there. You know what I mean? Like I just need a reliable center back. I don't think we're gonna get Saliba or like some world beater like that. Bastoni was turned down. I don't expect us to spend big money on a center back like that. Like maybe 45, 50 mil max. So that's why for me, I don't know about y'all, bro. I want a right back. Like that's the signing that I need. Like I need a Deco.
Like,
bro. The Nkapie links, bro. What about those?
That'll be crazy. I'll take it, copy it. I'll take it. But I'm telling you, Jose, I'm not discriminating the center back. Bro, you're good? Come here. You're good. Come here, bro. I don't care.
Even Kivior. I like Kivior as well. Yeah, Jakub Kivior from Porto.
Oh, even him, bro. I don't even care.
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. Do you think Kivior raises the level of that back line?
Nah, but at the same time, though, like you can put Van Dijk in here. I think, like, if the Highland is still exposed, you know, you're always gonna be cooked, in my opinion. So I think he'll still maybe, you know, he's way more athletic, I think, than Gerard Martin. I think he will kind of, you know, help with the recoveries. But besides that, I don't think on the ball he offers more than Gerard Martin. It's still good to have a left-footed centre back. It's kind of rare to have a good left-footed centre back nowadays, and very cheap. So that's Gerard Martin wasn't even supposed to be a centre back for us. He's a left back. That's the thing.
Fair. But if we're gonna go with the cheap route, I mean, I don't know, bro. If it were me, I would like. I'm in this mode right now where I'm almost like Barca should only be spending on players that will basically start every game. Outside of that, you got frees that are out there in the market. You got La Masia. I just think we can't go back down the Bartomeu crazy spending because now we're in the 1-to-1 and we got cash, bro, thrown around like we don't know how to act. I would rather start spending money on proven level raisers. And for me, Kivior is not that. If we're gonna go that route, I will go get Senesi on a free. Left-footed.
Senesi's not coming though.
He's going to Spurs.
Yeah. But that's my logic though, right? Is that like if we're gonna do that, there's got to be better opportunities. If we're gonna spend money, let's spend someone who's absolutely gonna raise the level.
Who would you want like as a center back though? Like,
I mean, I still say, and it's already dead, but I still said my number one preferred option was Bastoni. It was just, to me, he raises the level. He's a top 3 center back in the world, top 5 center back in the world for me.
Nah, I hear it, bro. But nah, for me, like, I don't know, man. I just think that a right back, for me, I generally think Renew Cancelo, we need a right back, bro. Like, I need that brother from Rayo Vallecano, bro.
Ratu, you know who I would take though? No one ever talks about him. Munoz. Right? Yeah, we got you. Munoz from Crystal Palace.
I don't watch so much, to be honest.
I've heard good things of him. What's it called? Bad. Yeah, I've heard good things of him, but I haven't actually watched him like that.
He starts for Colombia, to be honest. Let's see. I'll watch him more maybe in the World Cup. Then I'll see. But at that time, it's already late. It's already late. He's gonna get expensive.
I think he'll be cheap, bro. I just don't know why we haven't.
This World Cup is gonna be interesting because I feel like we might, some of the players that we've been linked to that are not strong, they have a good opportunity to see what they can do. Now, I tell you, like Younis was saying, that's the one. Remember, Younis, last season when we were doing the Pillars culture, I was talking about Rateyu. I said I would like Rateyu because I think he's a very, very good fullback, right? I think he's very, very good, right? This season, he was pretty good like he was last season, right? I'm very honest. I do like him, right? And I will take him. I think that defensively, right, the talk is that apparently Eric Garcia might be playing at right back the next season, right? Apparently, I don't know which defenders, because now the Bastoni looks like it's not going to happen. I'm looking at it now thinking, okay, then who are we going to sign? Is he going to go all in for Schlotterbeck? Because I think Schlotterbeck now that he's signed a new deal, he's got like a 50 million.
He already signed a new deal, yeah.
Yeah, but he's got a buyout clause though.
Yeah, it's just to put the clause in there. It's just so they can set
put
himself
a
up
50
for a big
million.
move.
They just put a 50 million buyout clause in his contract, right? Just got, he's, at the end of the day, to be honest, the fact that Bastoni, they're asking for like 60 million or something. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? That looks fitting, doesn't it?
Yeah, but they're already, bro. It's just, people are already saying if we sign Gavardio, quadruple minimum next season. I'm like, guys, let's calm down, bro. Let's calm down. What are we doing?
I'll be so real with you guys. I low key don't really want Gavardio, bro. I feel like he's more than a name.
Oh, party pooper.
What? Like, I'm being real. I feel like he's more of a, bro. I feel like he's more of a name than an actual good center back. Like right now, like, bro, Man City's defense the last 2 years has been kind of sus, bro. Like, people cry about our defense. Their defense is barely any better. So I don't think Vardio is as good, bro. I feel like he's still living off the hype of, did he come from the Bundesliga and the Croatia, the World Cup, bro?
Guys, no Mastantuono for Argentina.
Oh, how sad. I feel so sad.
What? Ain't no way.
I feel so sad. Another Madrid player gets snubbed, man.
Bro, but to be honest, Younis, I think Guardiola, I think he will be our best defender if he joins. To be honest, I know he had an injury this season, but bro, he's so versatile. He can even play right back, bro. Like he can play left back, he can play center back, left. Bro, he has everything. He can score goals from headers as well. Defensively, 1-on-1. I know Messi cooked him in the World Cup 2022, but that's Messi. But besides that, he was.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
last
You
season
picked
as well.
two
But
world beaters.
Two
Yes, bro.
world-class
Yes.
players.
Messi and
Hold on,
Mbappe
hold
were
on.
the ones
He's
that
gonna
cooked
play
them.
Mbappe every single year, bro. What? This is not like
Nah,
a
it's
but
different now.
that
It's
was a
different now.
City. That was a horrible City team, though. Like, come on, that was the worst City team in a while. They went trophyless and they
That's
were
what I'm
in like
saying.
20,
I don't
20
understand
games.
Jonas. Why?
Losing
It's
streak.
Timo Mbappe now. Not the same guy.
Guardiola is actually pretty good. This guy, when he was at Leipzig, he was considered one of the best defenders in Germany.
Exactly.
And remember, Leipzig, you play a high line too. They used to play a high line down there, and he was actually doing well.
Let's not
center
forget
back as well.
Best defender.
Yeah,
And
let's
then
not
he went
forget
to
he can score bangers too.
Man City. They were playing him at right
bro,
back, and he was doing
he
well
does
at right
score
back
bangers.
too. Like this guy is a
And
very good-
Younis, the season before Mbappe cooked him, he scored a banger at the Bernabeu with his weak foot.
Yeah, I
You didn't look. He's crazy, bro. He has bangers in his
Oh,
lockers,
he's a good
bro.
player,
I'll
bro.
keep-
I don't know. I don't know if he's as good as.
Listen. This is
He was
why
also
he's not
very
going
young
to Real
back
Madrid,
then,
man.
bro.
You think he's going to walk in the same locker
It
room
depends on the
against the guy
price,
who was
to be honest,
walking
as
him
well.
after he embarrassed him? No.
But if he's
It
50
depends on the
mil,
price.
if he's 50
No.
mil, psh,
Yeah.
sign him up. Sign him up.
Yeah,
50
yeah,
mil.
Listen, man.
bro.
If
50 mil,
listen,
good.
man. I'm just saying, deal 100 million Bastoni and I'm sorry, 100 million Schlotterbeck and Vadio, man. Package deal. 100 million.
Whoa.
You're
Maybe a
moving a bit.
million.
Yo.
Omar, you're moving a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Okay,
way
hold
too
on,
true, bro.
hold on.
I don't know, bro. I
If
think
Guardiola
Jeffrey
is,
brainwashed you a bit.
if Guardiola is 50 million, if we sign for 50 million and we trigger the buyout clause for Nico Schlotterbeck, that's 100 million right there.
Bro,
I
I'll tell you
don't
right
think
now,
you're gonna sign two center backs. No, I
it'd
don't
be
think so.
amazing. But I don't know. Could you also imagine like trying to convince Kubarsi that he still is like in the running for a starting spot? Because you bring a Schlotterbeck and Gavardio is gonna be tough, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, people always are saying they're saying the same thing. Kabarsi starting spot, and even like Rafinha's right with the Gordon signing, bro. This is FC
But
Barcelona.
who cares? Oh,
I'll be so real with you. I don't
Yeah.
really care. Like, dude, this is a huge club. You don't like nobody has a God gifted right to start at Barcelona unless you're a freaky talent like a Lamine Yamal, Lionel Messi, Neymar. Okay, fair enough. You guys got your spot. Young Garcia because he's a goalkeeper, but everybody else. You gotta work for it, bro. What are you talking about? There's no freebies.
bro. This is
Exactly, bro.
I
Barcelona.
agree, but it would still be a talent we hate to lose. Let's not act like it wouldn't be. So I'm just saying that, like, yes, there's still balancing act though. Like players want to play. They've had the trust of a manager for so much time. Like, you know, and I think Hansi Flick, he is the absolute best manager to figure this out. I'm not saying it's going to be a negative, but it's still someone's got to explain to him that you got real competition for your spot now if that were to happen.
And
Bro,
you know what it is? Competition breeds, but you know what it is? Competition is good for a club of Barcelona stature.
I agree.
That's the important thing. Competition helps. If a player like Gordon walks into the club, he sits on the bench, he sees that front line of Rafinha, Yamal, and let's say Alvarez as a front three. He's going to look at it and say, okay, man, I got some work to do. If I get on that pitch, I'm going to score, I'm going to assist, I'm going to be an issue. I'm going to make sure that the manager has problems, bro. And because guess what? If the manager has issues, guess what, bro? Then that means the team is winning because everyone is performing, right? And that's what I like about this. That's what I like about it. So I don't really care much about this person position-wise. Listen, Rafinha, I think out of all the players that I think of in this squad, Rafinha is probably one of those guys who welcomes the competition. Like one thing about Rafinha is if you look at the kind of player that he is, he welcomes competition. You remember when we said Rashford,
He's not
like,
dodging.
he was saying it, like he was happy to see Rashford. He's like, yo, yeah, it's cool. Then come in, man. More attackers, man. More.
Bro, Omar, even before he had his best season, you know, people will say Nico Williams gonna take his numbers, you know. So he started the season, you know, with a chip on his shoulder. So he kind of tries on those, you know, kind of situations.
Bro,
Let's
even
see.
Warya, Rafinha under Xavi always used to sub him off early.
That's true.
And bro, he always used to be pissed, bro. Like, and sometimes I hear it because, like, sometimes he would ball out and Xavi would still sub him out. So, like, Rafinha's just that type of guy where, like, he plays every game like it's his last. You know what I mean? But
no, but you know what it is also. I feel like it's different. And maybe I feel like the relationship with Xavi might have been different from the relationship he has with Flick. I think with Flick, you know, he sees a guy like Flick. I think he has more respect for Flick in my eyes. Like, you see in the way he acts, you know, Flick believes in him. He's one of his captains, one of his leaders. You know what I mean, right? And I think that, you know, sometimes when you have that kind of respect for the manager, you don't really care about, like, competition and all that because you understand, okay, the manager is clearly trying to test me. I'm right. You understand what I mean, right? Yeah. And that's the thing with Flick. And we know Flick has this thing where Flick also has loyalty to players. Let's keep it 100. That's the reason why Koundé was playing the same man so many minutes, even though he was trash for most of it.
Bro, criminal.
Let's be honest, guys. Koundé for the season he's had. Look at the amount of minutes he's played. basically down to the fact that he had such a great season last season.
Yeah. No, but bro,
and lack of options, but like, yeah.
Nah, bro.
Eric Garcia could have played there, to be honest. The whole
He
Yeah,
season.
could have.
Eric-
He did, but he had a much better start to the season. He was good. Don't get me wrong. The floor was high, but again, he didn't have that same level of performance all the way throughout. Like,
Yeah,
if
I
he did,
agree.
Garcia would be locked in.
I think I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I know we're talking about like 2 center backs. I think we get like 1 max, and I'll be cool with it because they're going fully for attack. How can I blame the board? They're trying their best. I'm cool if they just bring 1 center back. I'll actually be very happy if they bring 1 center back. But I want a right back, bro. Like I keep saying it. Like I generally.
Wait, what about Cancelo, bro? Wouldn't you keep Cancelo?
Of course, I'll renew Cancelo. He's the left back.
What about Hector
But
Ford?
he's a natural right back, though.
No, but Omar, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, I like him as a left back, bro.
Hey, bro.
He's a left
Omar,
back,
Cancelo's always been at Barcelona, in my opinion, better at left back than right back. Genuinely,
Yeah.
even though
Why?
the sample size has been small at right back, bro, he balls out on the left. He always balls out whenever he's.
We
left
never
back.
see him play on the right. Like I think he could do the same job on both sides, bro. If we find someone, because keep in mind, Balde's still here, right? At some point, we got to give not give him a chance, but we got to figure out what to do with him. He's either going to stay or we're going to move him on. So I think at some point, Balde does have to slot in for some games to figure that out. I don't mind Cancelo on the right. I think he can do the job, bro. You remember the city days? Like
true, but-
right back Cancelo was
Bro, Jose.
I think his best season was a left back, though. Like 22.
No, it's fair. But you're gonna tell me he was bad at right?
No. He was not bad, but I think as a left back, it gives him, his best quality, to show because this guy likes to operate as a winger, and when he's playing on the left, he just cutting inside like as a winger. As a right back, I think he has to use his left foot a bit more, but he doesn't love to use his left foot. So that this guy is one-footed, 2 right-footed. So that I think
Can you
left back-
imagine Lamine Yamal and Cancelo combining on the same side?
That's true.
On the same side with the overlaps, the runs, the finding each other, bro.
We
It's gonna
started
look
a
like,
bit against Atletico Madrid.
it's gonna look like Messi and Dani Alves all over again.
No,
That's the
crazy.
truth.
Yeah, we
And
saw that link
and
up
also, when
against
you look at
Atletico.
it, I think that if we get like let's say a Grimaldo, for example, because I'm very honest, I'm open to the Grimaldo signing because I feel like Grimaldo is an experienced player. And look, maybe I know people, right now Balde is not the flavor of the month at Barcelona. But one thing about Balde is one something that Balde has on his side that I don't think Kunde has is that Balde is a lot young. Balde is 22. You understand what I mean, right? Balde can still find his way. He's still learning his game. You feel me? I feel like people forget. At his age, right, he's still learning his game while being the starter in the team. So we can't expect him to be one of the best fullbacks in the world at his age already. Usually it takes time. Dani Alves wasn't one of the best right backs in the world at the age of 22. Really, when we still started taking him seriously, it was when he was like maybe 20.
Nah, but the thing with Omar, it's kind of different nowadays with age because he's been for Barca already 4 seasons. So 24 back in the days were they didn't even play 200 games. But nowadays, 24 years nowadays they play 500 games. I think Balde hasn't even showed that he can be a bit better in the final third. Like his ball carrying is his best quality, but when he reaches the final third, he doesn't even know what to do. His crossing is very inconsistent. I don't even think he crosses. He hits a brick wall when he reaches there. Defensively, I think he's a bit overrated as well because he doesn't engage, in the duels like that. He avoids it, and his reading of the game is very, very poor, in my opinion. We've seen it against Atletico Madrid, the 4-0. I think in big games he always get targeted. The same goes for Kunde as well. I actually don't feel comfortable those two starting for us. I don't want Kunde to be our main right back next season. I like Younis as well, like Andre Ratio. I need that guy at my club. Or Eric Garcia ahead of him. As a left back, I think Cancelo can do way better job than Balde as well. The fact that a 32-year-old from Al Hilal is outperforming you, come on, Balde, bro. Come on,
I mean, I've
lost faith.
Can I say, okay?
Let's be honest, Cancelo is a better fullback in general.
Yeah, but at the same time, he like the way he lost the snatch, like his Jane, that easily to Cancelo. Come on, bro. He didn't even fight for it. Cancelo just came in January. He just took it.
Oh yeah, but Warya, I'll say this though.
Guys, hold on. Because listen, some people are throwing down bombs in the chat. Look at this guy, King, just walking in here this King guy, man. He always likes to come in with some kind of presence, man. Like he always comes with aura, man. Like just walks in and just throws the cash. Like, yeah, man, I'm here, everyone. But listen, we got the King in the making. Dr. King in the making, man, dropping that bomber in there. He says, my brothers, first and foremost, I have to be that guy and say it. I told y'all this transfer window was going to be generational. For a long time, I told you, man.
You did actually.
I did, to be fair.
Alvarez loading, Yoski loading, Cambiato loading.
I mean, he did say Haaland, though. He said Haaland, though.
This summer fans, this converts and bless up to the bro.
Hey, big up
I
team.
even forgot that we also linked to Andrea Cambi. We're talking about fullbacks. That's the fullback.
Bro, we gotta sell some though. We gotta sell some, bro. To stay in the 1-to-1 rule, we gotta make some departures, man. I mean, look, bro. If we hit that lot with the transfers, I'm gonna be unbearable next season, bro.
Nah,
But,
We will all be unbearable, man. We're gonna be doing skills, bro, cooking everyone. Everyone knows this.
Hey guys, I gotta leave in a second. I just wanna, if you allow me, Omar, I just wanna quickly
Go ahead, Leo. Please,
cook Atletico Madrid, bro. This season, out of all the seasons that we've gone up against Atletico Madrid, this is the most I've hated them ever, bro. Because of course of everything that's happened throughout the season, right? And now their star player, their main guy, their main number 9 is leaving you for us. That's all I gotta say. Suck on that, Atletico. Guys,
hold
enjoy
that.
the rest of your stream. Much love to you all.
Leo, my guy.
Big up.
Take care, guys.
Big up, Leo.
Later, brother.
Big up, Leo.
Listen,
Leo, bro.
Atletico Madrid,
Cook those
they're
frogs,
relevant
bro.
club, and there are levels to this. Listen, don't worry, man. Listen, you guys knocked us out. You guys knocked us out of Champions League. Good job. That's what did it bring you? Did you bring you guys to Champions League? Oh, right. No. Copa del Rey, you knocked us out. Oh, what did you guys win the Copa del Rey? Of course, you should have won it, right? Because you have an easier chance in the final. Oh, actually, no.
I can't believe they lost it.
I
Bro,
can't, bro.
I love
I was cheering.
Bro, I
for
love
that.
it.
I've never been a bigger Sociedad fan in my life, bro.
I have never enjoyed another team winning a trophy like I did that day, bro. Antoine Griezmann can hold that. Yo, Antoine Griezmann, hold that, you prick. Hold that. This prick had the audacity to, on his farewell, to actually talk about what. Bro, you won 2 trophies in your career. One of them was with us.
And now we actually made your
trophy cabinet look better. And you're gonna cook stuff. How dare this man, bro?
You know, Omar, it was so bad that they didn't even showcase his trophy cabinets when he had his farewell. You know, they didn't even show it because out of respect. You know, when the legend leaves, you know, the club, they showcase. You know, Alexia Putellas left Barca. You know, they had like all the trophies that she won and everything. But Griezmann, all they did was try to show some tifos or whatever in the stadium, give him a microphone and just yapped, bro. That is just sad, bro.
And now he's going to a trash team in Major League Soccer, bro. I don't know, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing, bro. It's almost like karma went all the way around, bro. The minute he started talking down on Barca ahead of that final, I was completely locked in on his.
Oh yeah, dude, I was ready. I have to like Griezmann. Griezmann was one of those guys who I actually did like.
Nah, I lost respect for him. Actually,
because you didn't need to do that. I don't know what. Listen, you could sit down and say, listen, all right, we had some ups and downs. You can kind of allude to it, but don't openly come out and say it. You feel me, right?
Yep.
Don't go like, bro, dude, you basically ruined my freaking club, you asshole.
He called it a mistake, bro. You know what,
this
bro?
Guy ruined my club. We spent 120 million and got 20 million, bro. We lost 100 million on this dude. For what?
Yeah, no, Omar.
And he said he was young. He made a mistake. Brother, he was pushing 30. Come on, bro. He was pushing. Come on, bro. You were not young, man. Come on,
nah, it's crazy, the victim mentality. But at the end of the day, I always say what goes around comes around, bro. So look, hey man, enjoy it. And I hope he enjoyed the rest of his trophyless season. I hope he enjoys
more trophyless, bro.
More trophyless seasons in America. It'll be amazing.
Oh, bro, this guy can't stop taking us. I couldn't believe. I was like, wait a minute. I know he wanted to come to the US. He's always loved the United States. I thought this guy was going to move to LA.
Yeah, he's an NBA fan.
This dude moved to the trashy part of Florida. This is wild.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
Okay, he's going to go to Galaxy. He's either going to go to LFC. Because, they could take him.
Nah, bro. You know what it is with Griezmann, bro? Like, bro, he was always whack, bro. Like, at Barca. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think he's as good as football as a lot of people think, man. Because
but keep in mind, bro. Back then, he was on right before he moved to Barca. He was on a crazy tear, and
I know, but hear me out, bro. Dembele is he's talented, but the injuries just screwed him up, right? Coutinho, I think Barca did him dirty. I actually thought Coutinho was underrated, and we just call it quits and said, "Well, you're not that good," send him off to Bayern, right? But Griezmann, bro, there's a lot of times when I know he's not a winger, but bro. like he doesn't have the ability to beat it, man. He's more of a guy like he plays off each other. You know what I'm saying? He's legit a 10, but you put him out on the wide, he can't do nothing. Like
Yeah, Messi was playing there. To be fair, though.
yeah, I know,
Messi.
but I'm saying like, where's that
No, he
raw
was not.
ability?
We should have never signed him.
No, but,
Yeah,
but the
he
hype
never
around
said-
That
him,
is the
bro.
key to it, bro.
But
We
he was
should have
but he
never
was getting
signed that.
Julian Alvarez type of hype back then, bro. Like he was.
You know what it is with
everything.
Julian Alvarez, right? I look at this setup and I say, okay, Alvarez, right? I'm gonna be very honest. I kind of see a little bit of a Griezmann in him, but he's got something else different, right?
Mhm.
He's a striker that can, he can play in a striker link up. So you see with Barca's system, our striker is not really a 9. They can rotate, Rafinha can move in the middle, Yamal's gonna cut inside, everyone's gonna cut. So you have that rotating attack where everyone is moving. You understand what I mean, right? So it works. It's like when you look at PSG's attack. Right? PSG's attack doesn't have a striker, but Dembele is the striker, but he's not a striker. You understand what I mean, right? It's a moving attack. Antoine Griezmann, if you look at him, this guy was a center forward. He was playing behind the striker his whole career, even for France. When he used to play, he was playing alongside when Giroud was always ahead of him. That was how he was set up. At Barcelona, we didn't play like that. And I used to look at it, I was like, well, here's the thing, man. You could tell this was a stupid deal because at the end of the day, number one, the guy's not a left winger. This guy's never played left wing. He started as a right winger.
Okay, I'll just say it like this. Bro. You know, like in the NBA when they say, "Yo, this guy has no bag." That's just what I think about Griezmann. You put him out like the system, man, can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just saying, you put him out wide, Dembele's better. Even Coutinho showed some flashes, bro. This guy just can't do it, bro. So for me, I don't feel sorry for him. Now he's speaking like
man,
this.
screw that guy, man.
I think he's generally a great player, but he ain't that guy, bro. He's not like a number one that can lead you places.
No,
I think 2016, like if Ronaldo didn't play football 2016, the conversation would be different because the guy could have won the Euros. He could have also won the Champions League. Like if Ronaldo didn't,
no, where ya? Don't my guy missed
he
the
missed the
penalty
penalty.
during the game.
Yeah, he missed the penalty.
He missed the penalty in the final. Do you forget he missed the penalty during the game?
I know.
Yeah, bro,
he
but
missed the
but players have done that. Everyone's saying, bro. Harry Kane missed a penalty on the biggest of stages ever, bro. And like we all sit here and still believe Harry Kane's a world class player, right? Like, come on. I'm not saying Griezmann's world class. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's not gonna be like, oh, yo, he's trash.
Hey, you know he has a horrible record against Barcelona scoring wise, right? Like I know it sounds like
it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's atrocious. This guy's low key a big game fraud too, bro. Missing UCL finals. This is why. And you skim my club. Come on now. I'm telling you, the receipts about Antoine Griezmann, low key. Like, how do I say this? In the NBA, you say a playoff choker. Bro, this guy low key ain't the guy, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, you think
he scored against Bayern in the final?
You think he's talking to Julian about this move?
Nah, bro. Julian's won a World Cup. Bro.
Okay, so what is he gonna tell Julian?
I don't know.
Don't go there, bro. Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Why?
Yeah. Talk about it.
Why shouldn't I go there? What's the deal?
Because I failed, bro. Like it's the pressure is too. He's gonna just say
The
something
fans are
fabricate.
too ruthless, like it's some soft excuse.
But
bro.
the thing I like about Diego Simeone is like he would not keep a player if they wants to leave. Joao Felix, who is still I think the record signing, he had a dispute, an altercation with Diego Simeone. They didn't like each other. This guy got sent out on loan to Barcelona, Chelsea. Mind you, they signed the guy for 120 million. They didn't even get. I don't even think they got a lot of money back for him. I think Chelsea signed him for 60 million or something. So as long as Diego Simeone wants you out, Barcelona can sign the guy, bro. Like it all depends on Diego Simeone. That's what I like about by what you say, Diego Simeone. He doesn't hold on to players if they don't want to stay. And also, let's be honest, our record with signing from Athletic Madrid is kind of spooky. We also signed Arda Turan from them, and it kind of flopped. I think he kind of gave us a good run when Neymar was out in 15-16. But besides that, I don't even remember anything from Arda Turan. Antoine Griezmann, but the players we gave them,
won them titles.
David Villa, Luis Suarez, David Villa actually won them the La Liga, the following season. He 13-14.
Well, we gave them 2 strikers and they both won them leagues.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, look, listen, that is true. For me, look, we don't have a good history in signing players from Atletico Madrid. But when I look at Julian Alvarez, I feel like the system definitely. I trust him in this system, this Barca system. You understand what I mean, right? But I trust that this system under Flick can bring the best out of him. And also, the important thing is the pressure is not all on him. You understand what I mean, right? He's one of the main men, but he's not the main man. You've got Rafinha, who's going to be doing their work. You have Yamal's going to be doing his work. You have players like Gordon are going to be doing their work. So it's not going to be always on him. So there's going to always be pressure on other players. So I feel like when the game starts, the defense are going to be looking at Yamal. They're going to be looking at Rafinha. They're going to be looking at Alvarez. But Alvarez is going to have more freedom because he's not going to be the one that everyone's going to be looking at. That's the problem. And the thing with Alvarez is he thrives when people don't ignore him. When they ignore him, that's when he cooks. You understand? When he's like, I think this season, that's why he fell off this season, because this season he's been the main man. He's been the one that every time Atletico play, he's the one that everyone's looking at. Oh, we need to close him down, shut him out completely.
But Omar,
you understand what I mean, right?
I actually think that I know we're talking about like all these outfield signings. I think we need a backup goalkeeper, bro. Like generally, we need a backup goalkeeper. Like I think if Jan Garcia goes down, that might be the only way our season flashes before our eyes, because I don't think Szczesny's that, bro. I don't think he's that good, bro.
I don't even want to play, bro.
Bro, we're so deep in the transfer business, bro, that like we're legitimately talking about backup goalkeepers right now, bro. I don't know what to think, bro.
I know, but it's low key, Jose. Low key is important, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro. In all honesty, if it were me, I wouldn't go out and sign anybody. I think Diego Cochin is sitting there. I think
is he actually good though? I don't know.
Him.
I haven't seen him. I mean,
only one way to find out, bro. But like he's literally been called back by the first team 3 or 4 times now on international breaks over the last 2 years, just to make sure they had someone reliable behind our starter. So I think you give him a shot, bro. I'm not opposed to that. I don't know if you.
There's this kid who plays in the second division, Jakubishvili, who also Barcelona own. I don't know much about him.
I remember him.
He's very, very tall as well. Like I think he's like Thibaut Courtois kind of tall. So I want to see more of that guy. If that doesn't happen,
I know he left.
I think he was playing for Racing, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Someone in the chat let us know.
Wasn't it Andorra?
Was it Andorra? I don't know. He was playing in second division. But Alex Ramiro will be someone that I would want if Barcelona are going to sign someone. I think he'll be fantastic backup to Juan Garcia. And the quality, the drop-off would not be that crazy. Szczesny cannot be our second starter goalkeeper, in my opinion, bro. He's washed.
Hey, bro. He was there when we needed him, bro. He was there when we needed him.
Last season, Szczesny is a legend, man. Because the guy came in, just sat down, came back from his vacation, did a few when he was needed during that season. He did well, right? But obviously, we knew he was going to fall off, right? Because he's
the Benfica game, yeah.
So, at the end of the day, bro, he knows, man. He doesn't care whether it's the second goalkeeper, third goalkeeper. He doesn't care, man. He's just here to just chill. When we're doing title celebrations, he's out there has the smoke out, man. The cigar out.
Hey, bro, I'm here for it. There's so much aura, bro.
I love it, man. I love Szczesny, bro. Because
man, he's influencing the youth, bro. Get him out of the.
Yeah,
all right, bro.
Nah, bro. Szczesny does not. It's like football's the last thing. But I honestly, if he lowers his wages, I'm down for third choice keeper Szczesny. But I just think I don't think he's a backup. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, King is right here. King is saying the good word here. Saying Alvarez, listen to Messi, bro. Don't listen to Griezmann. Don't listen to Griezmann. You're gonna go trophy. Are you gonna listen to the guy that went his whole season career without winning one league title? You're gonna listen to that guy. You're gonna listen to the guy who
talking to Cook.
Move left, right. Listen, this guy, look at this guy's career. He played for Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad, and Barcelona. All these clubs have won trophies. My guy moved to Barcelona when we won the league, and we fell off. While the club he just left went on to win the league. He returned back to that club that won the league, right? He returned to that club, and guess what, bro? That team didn't win the league since, and Barcelona have won
But Omar, do you see why I'm like low key with more evidence? I'm like this guy Griezmann's low key. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fraudulent low key, bro. Like people think I'm just saying it, broski. How the hell wherever you go, it just gets worse, dog. Like brother, he came with Messi. Like,
if we peel back the numbers and the moments, he has some big ones, bro. I'm not going to sit here and defend Griezmann like all the way down, but there's a reason we signed him. What you're saying is that we got finessed for 130 million.
Worse, bro.
Yeah, no, he was good enough to play at Barca. That was I was always worried about the fit when we signed him, but not about the quality. The quality was there. He was a world-class player at one point.
I remember actually I realized after the first game, like this guy was gonna be a flop, bro. I think it took it like 3 games for him to score finally, like his Real Betis. I was like, finally score. We were celebrating him finally scoring. I was like, nah, come on.
Let me ask you. Did you also think Memphis Depay was gonna be a flop after the first game?
No,
Memphis.
I mean,
No,
Memphis
I didn't have
I
expectations.
mean, he came on a free, so it's
Wait,
different.
Jose.
He came on a free.
He came on a free. No. But I'm trying to again measure quality of a player and like the first impression that
I
you
didn't
gave
expect
him.
much from him. I expect him to just be okay. That's really what I expected.
Bro, he was our marquee signing, bro. He was legitimate
I
like the
low-key-
whole
yeah,
summer.
but-
Koeman,
Hey,
that was Koeman. That was because of Koeman.
Memphis Depay, that's my baller through the dark times. That's my
But he
guy.
only gave us one season,
no,
though.
No, that's my guy. No,
Listen,
at least Memphis.
For me, the dark times, I'll be honest, personally, it was Luke Dion.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Giannis got the lion
This
tattoo
we'll
on the
never
back
forget,
because of Memphis Depay, right? That's crazy.
Luke Dion,
No,
man.
but
Listen, let's never
Hey,
forget that.
Memphis came here when nobody wanted to go to Barca, right? And he did
Oh,
his
that
thing
ain't
until-
true. That ain't true.
That is not.
Nah,
Bro,
That's not true.
Bro, low-key
We
guys-
couldn't sign anybody, but they didn't want to come. It's not that they
Bro,
didn't want
But Younis-
Lewandowski joined us 1 year.
Okay,
after
but that
Messi
was like
left.
2-3 years later, bro. That was like at least
Younis-
2 years.
No, it was
Giannis-
the next season.
It was the next season, bro. But Younis, you can't even use that card with Memphis Depay, bro.
This is after, bro. What are you?
You can't use that card with Memphis Depay because he is making, he's going upwards. It's players like Kane or Lewandowski, joining Barcelona at that time, saying,
Exactly, man. Those
no
are the
one,
heroes. Those guys
those
took
are
a
the
step back.
exactly. They took a step back. Memphis Depay, he came from Lyon, bro. Like this was always a
He was
win
cooking
for
at
him.
Lyon. He was cooking at Lyon, though.
Okay, but he had like 2 ACLs as well. We saved him. Had a lot of big
To be
injuries,
honest,
bro.
to be honest, he deserved the move at the time. He deserved the move, bro. He was good for Lyon. He was very good.
Marcos
Bro.
Messi didn't even make the Argentina squad.
There's no other era in this club's history where Memphis Depay makes the team.
I'm
That
not
he
gonna lie, dude.
legitimately
That's what
is a
I'm saying,
starter
man.
or a
Like,
big
let's
signing.
be real. Let's be real here, Jose, right?
Yeah.
In 10, 15 years,
That's my
bro, when
goal,
we think about the heroes.
But that's what I'm saying with Griezmann. That's the reason why I bring it up, right? Is like at the height of all of our spending, all of our success, right? Like coming off the back of 2015 when they won the Champions League, all the way to when we signed him, all that success that we had, and then we went out and spent more money on Griezmann. I just think he was a world-class player at the time. Just didn't work.
Actually, but okay, real talk though, for Barcelona, like performance, I think Depay was better until he got injured, bro. Like genuinely, just even
Can I say this?
I genuinely believe that.
He was all right.
Can I say this quickly to you, Jose? Right.
Fair.
So my opinion on Griezmann is, like I said, I used to like Griezmann. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even against the Griezmann side. I'll be honest, I was salty when he joined us.
I don't want him,
2019 because of how he treated us in 2018. What he did to us in 2018 made me like, in my opinion of him, kind of drop off because we wanted to sign him, right?
Okay.
Okay, so sometimes players have two minds, sometimes they're in two minds, whether they want to stay one or the other. My guy put a whole documentary, dude. I'm like, respectfully, man, you just
Bro, you
turned
ain't
my
that guy.
stomach
With
off.
all due respect, Griezmann, you ain't good enough to be doing that. I'm sorry.
That's
you
my
ain't.
point, man.
No,
Like all you just did was
bro.
make us a laughing
Let's
stock
talk
because
like
we
the decision. I'm
put the
LeBron
deal for
James.
you
You
down.
ain't
Bro, he was young. He made mistakes. We moved past that, right?
28 years
You
old.
ain't that guy, bro. Like not everybody could do that, bro. Like man,
I agree.
He was moving like he's LeBron. You're not. Like you're actually not, bro. You
No,
are,
Wasn't
like,
Messi?
world was
Messi
telling
was
you
angry at him as well, something like that. I think Messi didn't even spoke to him like when he joined. Like there's something like that because he was supposed to join us
Yeah,
the season before that.
I remember.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I'd be too, man. I'm sorry because, dude, everyone knew we put the offer down. So you knew we had the offer down, dude. And this guy literally on live TV, not even behind the scene, he rejected us on a documentary, bro. We've come out to find out this guy is not joining us in the documentary. Yeah, bro, we get pissed off with Nico Williams, bro. I'm surprised we were not pissed off with Griezmann too. I was like, dude, when he overturned his decision in the next season, I was like, wait a minute. So you do that whole documentary, Lee stay, and then 1 season later you want to join my club now. I told people, I was like, bro, I don't want him. I don't care. I don't want him, dude. Because
I'm not joking. Like, I actually, even at the time, I didn't really want Griezmann. Like, the guy who was like my guy the most was both Dembele and Coutinho. Like, I generally thought they were the right guys to get at the time. Like, I generally loved the Coutinho signing. Is probably one of the happiest days I was a Barca fan, bro. Like, generally, we signed a baller, bro. One of the best players in the Prem, just like that. I thought he was gonna be so.
Giannis, bro,
yeah,
how do you not feel the same way about Coutinho that you feel about Griezmann? He had a year and a half of good form at Liverpool, and we ain't convinced all of us that he's world class. 18
Now
months.
we
18
were
months
just
period.
cooking.
He had none of that at Inter. None of that at Inter. And the rest of his Liverpool tenure, not really there either. It
I mean,
was an
15,
18-month
16,
spell.
he was cooking though. Like I think
Not like that, bro. He had a decent 15, 16, but he had that 18-month period right before he signed with us that's where all the rumors were.
yeah.
And his agent finessed the hell out of us, bro. Coutinho, man, he had some moments, but he wasn't world class, bro. He's not worth what we paid for him.
But who was better for Barca, Coutinho or Griezmann? Because I think it's Coutinho, bro. Like generally, I believe it's Coutinho. Bro.
First 6 months of Coutinho, bro, he was actually.
Coutinho had a great start.
Who won a trophy?
I'll say this now. Coutinho's arrived
I mean, both
in January. When he arrived, he actually started so
Who
well.
scored in the final? Let me
Yeah.
ask you that then.
Like,
If they both
he
won a trophy.
started so well when he joined us.
Coutinho also scored in the Copa del final, by the way, in his first season.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
He
did score in
did.
the
Just
final. I
saying,
was
bro.
like, damn,
Like,
that's
how Europe,
Bro, I'm
Coutinho's my guy, bro.
Coutinho's first
Real
half at
banger
Barcelona
Coutinho
was
had.
pretty good, guys. People
No,
forget.
but the only real banger he had was against United. Let's be real. That's the only.
Nah,
like,
bro.
He scored against Girona,
my
the
draw.
last game of the
My
season.
Bro,
The last game of the
draw.
season.
He needs to be scoring
Yeah,
against
but we lost to
Girona.
the
He
Barca.
has to
Jose,
score
Jose,
against-
let's talk
For
about the
100
Barca
for
one.
120 million, you better be scoring.
Nah,
against
but it
those
was a
teams, bro.
banger though. It was a banger.
Fine,
That's
fine.
the
But
point.
I
Wait,
need the
Jose.
bangers against the Uniteds, against the Arsenals, against
He
the
had a
Cities.
banger against United. Bro,
Yeah,
hold
that's what I
on,
said.
yeah.
That's the only time I can think of where I'm like, he might be worth the money. But like
But
outside of that, bro.
but you know what it is with Coutinho though, Jose, right? I feel like it's the money that's made him a flop because we spent so
True.
much money on him,
Yeah.
and we expected him to be a game changer, and he didn't become that game changer.
But we also
Sometimes
spent
Coutinho,
it-
I don't think Coutinho flopped like in that he was completely dropped off a cliff. I just think that for the money that we signed him for, he didn't show
Yeah.
that level.
Yes, I think we
You
got finesse.
understand what I
That's all
mean?
I'm saying. I think we watched the highlights on YouTube and dropped a bag. And like I'm just saying, like I don't want to go to that
Griezmann is the
again,
same.
bro. You know what I
I'm
mean?
very honest. Griezmann is no different than Coutinho. Because Griezmann
Yeah.
also, he spent 120 and this guy didn't offer us nothing, dude. Respectfully,
Yeah.
bro, he offered us nothing.
Griezmann makes it worse
no,
because he already played in La Liga, bro. Like the guy had already 10 years in La Liga and he
He was
couldn't even
proven.
cook.
He was
Exactly.
more
He was
a
proven.
La Liga
Yeah.
player. Yeah.
That makes it even worse for Griezmann
I'm
because
telling you,
Coutinho came from a
Griezmann,
Premier League.
The lights were too bright for Griezmann, bro. I'm telling you, there's no logical reason.
I
why he's
agree, but that doesn't make Coutinho good by default,
Oh,
bro.
no,
He
no,
was still a
Coutinho-
trash signing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Trash
He was a
trash,
flop.
I hear it.
What I thought Coutinho, in my opinion at least, I thought he showed more flashes, and I honestly thought Barca kind of failed Coutinho, but I thought if we hanged it out like just longed it out, bro, we quit on him early, bro. We quit on him relatively early, bro. Dude, he got
The guy, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Remember, he went on loan to Bayern Munich. He came back on loan. What did he do?
Scored on
after the loan, he was whack. After the loan, he was whack. But why did he even go out on loan, bro? Like
Bro,
the guy-
He was cheap, bro.
Bayern Munich had a buyout
He
clause.
should've
They
never
didn't
even
even
gone
want to
out
sign
on
him, bro.
bro.
What does that tell you?
Wait,
He
but hold
wasn't
up.
even
The
starting
fact
on the
that this guy,
pitch.
wait, hold on, Omar. Actually, the fact that this guy won a Champions League playing a role for Bayern Munich tells you that he could have definitely succeeded at Barcelona.
Bro, but
Nah, he was not that good for Bayern.
He wasn't.
he
He
was
wasn't.
off the bench.
He was supposed
Bro, he
to
scored
start,
twice
dude.
against us in the quarterfinals.
No, but
Yeah, but we were already up by like six.
Bro, you were
bro.
trash that game, bro.
Who cares? He still did his thing, bro.
Garbage time don't count, bro. Garbage time don't
Listen,
count.
Zier needs to come out here and actually see. Ask Zier, you know Zier. Zier will
Yeah,
tell you to.
yeah.
This guy,
Okay,
he had a
hold
good
on, hold on.
start. He
Wait,
scored
can
a
I
hat
say
trick
something?
against Dortmund,
Coutinho.
but he fell off. Perisic and Muller were actually ahead of him.
Gnabry as well.
People forget.
I know he was their backup, like left winger, backup 10, like behind
That's
Muller.
my
and-
point, dude.
Yeah, but
That's my
listen, he still played a part. And the thing is this, okay? With Barcelona, you already mentioned the United game. You mentioned, bro, Sociedad, Iniesta's last game was a banger. There was another,
Yeah.
bro.
Again,
Do y'all remember the Levante game when Messi wasn't there? But this guy
Scored a
was
hat-trick.
fucking. He scored a hat
This
trick.
dude is just naming the most mid teams of all time,
No,
bro. Like I need these against real.
Hey,
clubs,
he scored
bro.
against Real Madrid. He scored against Real Madrid.
All right, fine, bro. Like fine, but bro,
Bro,
don't talk
hold
about
on.
Levante, bro. I don't want to hear about Levante.
I'm-
bro. I
Levante,
don't
you
care.
know.
I don't
Hold
care.
on, hold on. Jose, you're not understanding the importance at the time. We were gonna do La Liga undefeated, and that was the only game we lost. And Coutinho, no Messi in that game. He scores a hat trick in that game.
Yeah.
No help.
Okay,
because
yeah,
the
he
rest of
played
the team
that day.
is buns. The team is trash. He's the only guy who's a baller.
That was one of the worst pass tricks though of all time, bro. Like actually worst thing. Like he scored, I think, a penalty and he like 2 deflected shots.
Homie said one of the worst.
No, and we lost the game, bro. Like I don't think this is helping him, Younis, bro. Like we lost the game. So
Bro,
he scored.
saying,
I don't know.
Well, Kylian Mbappe scored a hat trick in the World Cup final, bro. Who remembers? Everyone remembers who won the World Cup, but does anyone remember that?
No. He scored a hat trick against us last season and they lost.
Oh yeah,
you know,
this guy scored a hat trick in a Clasico. No one remembers because we lost.
No.
Okay.
But I agree with Younis though. Coutinho, I like him more than Griezmann though. I agree with you.
Wait, can I say something? I just thought that Coutinho, bro, like the 18-19 season, he 17-18 came in the middle, but 18-19, we're still a competitive team and he was playing good. I think the biggest problem with Coutinho was that he wasn't playing like 140 million signing and he was playing like a 65 million signing. Like he was just playing good. Yeah. But we needed great. That was honestly the problem with Coutinho. It wasn't, I don't think it was, if we bought him for, if he was 65 million, 70 million,
that chance he missed at Anfield, bro.
Yeah, I think he had it in his locker. I think the lights are too bright. I think Barca is massive in comparison to Liverpool. I don't care what Prem fans say. Is what it is, bro.
Bro, if he bought him for 65 million, like Younis said, he would not be considered a flop.
I agree.
I said for me, the reason he's a flop is the amount we spend. It's not even necessarily what he did. I don't think he did anything wrong. Sometimes this the same thing will apply to Alvarez. If we sign Alvarez for like 450 something like that, which I don't think we will, but if we were to spend 150 on him, dude, we're gonna expect minimum 25 goals.
I think it's the same issue that Florian Wirtz is dealing with as well. Florian Wirtz, you know, I think he's good. I think he's good actually, but you know, with the amount of money Liverpool spent on him,
I'm just saying, bro.
They spent too much money on him. That's the issue.
Like, okay, I'll say this: Coutinho, you're probably right. It's probably the last or two, Brad, because he had the quality, bro. Like he had the quality. He was a good player.
I agree.
Generally, like go ahead.
I was gonna say last thing I say because I gotta get out of here, bro. The last thing I'll say is that look, talking about all these signings and how they flop. This is the only point I was really trying to make with Griezmann, Coutinho, anybody else, Memphis even, was that if we're gonna go down a path where somebody flops, right, or doesn't live up to the expectation, I would prefer it's a Memphis situation. Right. We don't pay money, or we don't pay a lot of money, bro. I don't want to. You saw how far down the rabbit hole we went with transfers today, bro. Talking about backup keepers, talking about who else is going to complement, the forward line besides Julian and Gordon. I hear it, bro, but like I also want to just let's get our team locked down. Let's get some big money moves in, but let's not go crazy with spending because I don't need another Bartomeu era. I just don't need one of those.
You know what? I'm gonna say this before I let Warya and Younis say last word so we can get out of here. That is such a good point. So even though, yes, I am very gassed that we're signing, I'm gassed at the fact that I think we're signing the right players, which is why I'm so happy. It's not that we're just signing, because at the end of the day, bro, you can just sign for the sake of signing. I want signings that make sense. You understand what I mean, right? I've said, okay, attackers, yes, attackers make sense, bro. We just lost Lewandowski, guys like Ferran Torres, they're inconsistent. Okay, cool. We're going out to get some better attackers. Cool. Gordon is a better attacker. Cool. Rashford, he might be leaving. Gordon is coming in. Cool. That's smart. Right? Julian Alvarez is better than Ferran Torres, much better. You understand what I mean, right? That's a good signing, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Bernardo Silva, he's a smart signing because guess what? We don't have a player like Pedri, and Bernardo Silva is the closest thing to Pedri that we can have. He's got experience, cool, on a free, smart. You understand what I mean, right? Okay, the defense now. That's where I'm like, okay, man. As much as I'm happy, dude, it's not even gonna mean nothing if we don't fix the defense. The defense is the one I'm looking at because once we fix the defense, then we are ready. We are ready. You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah, but I was about to say, the reports are saying we're gonna also address defense. So it looks like the club are moving serious. I just want the players that fit and that are the right signings. To be honest, bro, like you know what I mean. There's a lot of players out there. We like, for example, center back. We named so many names. Like we don't have to throw the bag at let's say 70 million for Guardiola. Even though you guys rate him, I don't know if there's a better option or a better deal. I'm cool with that. I just think we need just a reliable center back, just one more.
Yeah, I think Barcelona are low-key cooking with this, transfer window. I don't think we're gonna go down the Bartomeu because back in Bartomeu years, we just signed names, but now Anthony Gordon deal actually shows me the Hansi Flick is, very much involved, and he's signing the profiles that he need. And the same goes for the Kivio. This kind of smart signing. Gvardiol right now is the only one kind of, the name centre back. He kind of luxury, he can actually cook. But besides that, every other link, Andre Cambiaso could be a smart signing as well. I think Barcelona, might be cooking this summer. So I'm actually optimistic.
Yeah,
hopefully.
bro. Respect Deco.
Yeah, man. Listen, guys. I'm telling you right now, it's beautiful right now at this club, man. Everything is going so great, right? And listen, hopefully we get more and more news, right? Hopefully we've already got a crazy 24 hours. Who knows? Anything could happen tomorrow, man. We could be getting a bomb by tomorrow as well, man. Hopefully. But guys, let us know everything we've talked about here, guys. Do you guys think that Deco is cooking, man? What do you guys think Deco is cooking in the kitchen, man? What's the recipe, man? We need to know. We will see, man. But hopefully there is more to come. But big up to every single one of you guys. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Big up to all the people who send super chats. Big up to all the people who we had like 300 people in here at some point, guys. Big up to you guys, man. It shows how happy right now the fan base is, man. That everyone is out here celebrating, man. But yeah, man. Big up to every single one of you guys, man. But listen, we're going to close out. And we'll be back, guys, for another episode of the Roundtable very, very soon, guys. Keep your eyes open, man. Big up to every single one of you.
Peace out.
Let's go, Barca.
Let's go, Barca. Take care.